Well, hello there. Welcome back to Budgets and Blossom, a personal finance channel that's geared towards helping your finances flourish through sharing tips, tricks, and budgeting tools as we document our own financial journey. My name's Jen, and I'm married to my high school sweetheart, Trent. We live on the coast of beautiful sunny California. It's just the two of us, but we recently rescued the new love of our lives, Maple, a 1-year-old Belgian Malinois Dutch Shepherd mix who is a ball of energy when it comes to playtime with her papa, but also loves relaxed cuddle times with her mama too. We are currently on a journey to reset our finances for 2026 so that we can pay off both of our car loans this year, which would make us debt free except our mortgage. So on today's video, we're going to be cash stuffing our final check for December. So we have a total of $460 that we will be stuffing today. So how are y'all doing today? You guys are ready for the holidays? I know it's definitely a chaotic time of year, but I think we're ready here in our household. We've got 7 nephews and 1 niece. So yeah, we've definitely got our hands busy with them, but I think we're all ready, like I said. So we do have a little bit of money left. So what I'm going to do is, since the rest of the year is basically just the holidays, I'm just going to stuff the money for the next 2 weeks. Normally, I have been, because I've just been doing this as I practice cash stuffing, so I've just been cash stuffing my my wallet categories. So what I'm going to do is, and normally I like to do that on a weekly basis, but I'm actually just going to go ahead and stuff the next 2 weeks, since I don't honestly feel like hopping in during the holidays and stuffing more cash in here. The only category that I'm truly worried about between now and then is groceries, so I will paper clip the 2 weeks separately so I know not to bust into the second week's funds before we're ready to do so. And if you're new to cash stuffing like I am, cash stuffing is where you pull money, actual physical money out of your bank account for the categories that are kind of like your variable expenses categories and your discretionary spending. So that way that you're really monitoring the amount of money that you're spending on them and you're being aware of your finances. So let's go ahead and stuff my wallet. So groceries normally gets $130 a week. It's going to get $260 today. And like I said, I'll paper clip the $130 together. So the first $130 is here. Let's go ahead and clip that. Okay, so that one. And then 50, 70, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, and then 20, 30. Sorry, I know I did that weird. And 30 plus the other 130. And actually, I just remembered I actually have a little bit of carry forward. And so we got another $12 that we're going to add in there. And so that'll be added to this week's, which actually now this week we'll have 50, 70, 90, 110, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. So it's nice to have that extra $12 carried forward. I think we have 1 or 2 more categories too that we have a little bit to carry over. And then so eating out is going to get the full 100 for the month, the rest of the month. So it is 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. Okay. Sorry, let's go ahead and count that again. 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, perfect. So $100 going into eating out for the rest of the year. And honestly, it'll probably be a lot more of eating in with the holidays. Household is not going to get stuffed this week. There's nothing that we're doing between now and then. Fuel, I just fueled up, so we also don't need any fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that one. Maple does have a few dollars left, so let's go ahead and pull that out first. So 20, 45, 46, 47, 48, and 49. So she's got 49 left. That's great. She's actually switching to her adult food today because she just turned 1. And so she's going to get her full 100 for the rest of the year. So 250s. And so now she has 51, 20, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. So $149. And so that's all that we have left to stuff for this, for the rest of the year. So I did just want to introduce you guys to this category that I have. It's a spent envelope. And so it's inevitable, I think, that sometimes you have to purchase things online, or have to use a card. So if I've had to pull from any of these categories and actually had pulled out some money for Christmas spending as well. So what I've been doing is, once I make a purchase, I take the money that I had set aside and then I put it in this spent folder. So that way, I can pay off the credit card, because when you're spending on a credit card, you're actually charging charges this month that you're using next month's money to pay for. So you're actually using next month's money to pay for this month's expenses, which is what really gets people in trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pay off the credit card again with this money, which this is actually what I have here is actually what's on the credit card right now. So those things match up. And so I won't be carrying any debt into the new year because, like I said in the intro, we just paid off our last credit card, but because there's those things that come up where you have to use a card, this spent envelope allows us to do that without actually taking on debt. So I'll just go and count it up for you really quick so you can see what I'm going to be putting towards the credit card here and in the next few days. And then if there's anything over the next 2 weeks that I have to add, but I will make sure to deposit this into the bank so I can pay that credit card by the 31st. So 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 86, 87, 88, and 89. So $389 that we are going to deposit by December 31st so we can pay off that credit card and not carry over any balance, which means not taking on any interest for those purchases. So that's all we have for the cash stuffing for today. Thank you all so much for being here. I want to let you know my intentions moving forward with this channel. So 2026 is going to be a year of a financial reset for us. So that means we're going to take a look at our finances once the new year hits. Taxes and things change and stuff like that. So once we get those new amounts that we'll be getting in the new year, I'll be able to create a new budget with that. And I'm going to do a full on. I'm not just sticking to my wallet for my cash stuffing categories. I will be cash stuffing for all of the discretionary spending for us. So that means we'll be taking a look at our monthly expenses as well as looking into the future, into things that come around maybe once a year or once a quarter, so that we make sure that we're cash stuffing for those things on a monthly or weekly basis. So that way that those expenses don't shock us when they show up out of the middle of nowhere. We can go into the year as prepared as possible. So please hit that like and subscribe button. I would love it if you would join me for the financial reset of 2026. And we'll be taking it step by step through January so that we can all get on the same page and we can all have a successful, flourishing finances for the new year. Thank you so much for being here. Take care.